Hey, ethnic girl in the cracker world here. It's been a long time since I posted, and it's been a long journey. I thought I would be able to post everything that was going on, play by play, in my fertility journey, not journal. And about a year and a half ago, I kind of had a total breakdown. I had my third IVF cycle, second transfer of a day three fresh embryo. For those of you that know what that means, but basically, not a genetically tested embryo, not necessarily a fully formed embryo, and it was unsuccessful, and it just tore me up. Um, and I couldn't, for a long time, post anything or record anything, or I don't know even if it's valuable to post about this. I think it's really hard. I, if anything, in the last year and a half, have figured out that IVF is a freaking roller coaster. And the one thing that I think I really get is that you kind of get your hopes up and then you get crushed, and then you get your hopes up and then you get crushed. And then you start to learn to not get your hopes up. And then you just kind of like go, hope for the best, expect the worst, hope for the best, expect the worst. And you kind of can try and balance it out. Like, okay, I'll just stay at this level instead of going up and down and up and down. You kind of just kind of go a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. I spent the last year, I went to a different clinic, still with the same family, but I went to instead of the satellite clinic, which I learned I was at in the West End, I went to a downtown clinic that was of the same name with a very infamous doctor, and I did 11 rounds of back to back IVF. I ended up with 24 embryos, and I got the genetic testing results a week ago with four viable embryos, basically one normal and three mosaic, for those of you that know what that means. Low grade mosaic, viable is all that really matters. Um, and I can go into more into that another day. And then I've just kind of been in a funk and trying to be grateful. As much as I'm disappointed in that ratio, my doctor had level set my expectations that I was only going to get one or two normal out of 20, and that's what I got. I got one normal out of 24 and three mosaic out of 24. And a fifth one is being retested, but I'm not keeping my hopes up because I've learned to just do this. Um, there's more to post, but for now, that's kind of where I'm at. Me and baby daddy are still trucking along. Um, I think the politics of the environment is not making things any better in that situation. And I'm just trying to take a deep breath and trying to be optimistic in a process that I swear is meant to just batter you down. It's a very defeating process, and I don't envy or wish this on anybody. Although last night my girlfriend told me I should try and get a surrogate because pregnancy is not all it's cracked up to be. And surrogate is definitely the way to go. Yeah, and I talked about how felt like I was going to miss out on the experience and not feel like a woman for not having given birth, and like I wouldn't feel like I qualified as a proper female. And she's like, trust me, it's not all it's cracked up to be. She's like, my cousin had the first child naturally and then had a surrogate for her second child, and I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, she was so smart. I just so she's encouraging me to get a surrogate, but that's a story for another day. I have a lot of decisions ahead of me, and that's another day, another video for another day. Thanks for listening, and check you later.